Beneath the sands of Giza lie mysteries that have puzzled historians for centuries. Hidden chambers, lost tunnels, and ancient legends. But are they real or just fiction? Let's uncover the truth together. For millennia, the pyramids of Giza have stood as silent sentinels on the edge of the desert, guardians of a history so ancient, it feels almost mythical. These colossal structures, built with a precision that still baffles engineers today, are more than just tombs for long-dead pharaohs like Khufu. They are monuments to human ambition, ingenuity, and a civilization that believed in an eternal afterlife. The sheer scale of the Great Pyramid alone, a mountain of stone rising against the Cairo sky, has captured the imagination of travelers, scholars, and adventurers for centuries. It's a place that pulls you in, making you wonder about the hands that built it and the secrets that still lie dormant within its massive walls and beneath the shifting sands. The mystique of Giza is not just about its size, but about the countless questions it leaves unanswered. How did the ancient Egyptians, with their relatively simple tools, manage to quarry, transport, and perfectly align millions of massive stone blocks? What rituals and beliefs were so powerful that they drove an entire society to undertake such a monumental, multi-generational project? These are the questions that have fueled endless speculation, from serious academic debate to wild theories about lost technologies and otherworldly assistance. Every time we think we have a handle on ancient Egypt, Giza reminds us just how much we still have to learn, keeping us perpetually hooked on the mystery. This enduring fascination is why Giza remains one of the most actively explored archaeological sites on the planet. It's a giant, three-dimensional puzzle box, and we're convinced that not all the pieces have been found. For generations, archaeologists relied on spades, brushes, and sheer luck to uncover its secrets. They tunneled through its passages and cleared sand from forgotten tombs, each discovery adding a new page to our understanding. But the pyramids have guarded their deepest secrets well, resisting complete understanding and leaving tantalizing gaps in the historical record. The allure lies in the possibility that the next great discovery is just waiting to be made. Today, on this very day, September 26, 2025, that sense of possibility is stronger than ever. The spirit of exploration at Giza has not faded, it has simply evolved. The adventurers of the past, with their pickaxes and torches, have been joined by a new generation of explorers, armed with cutting-edge technology. They are looking at the same ancient stones, but seeing them in a completely new light. The quest continues, driven by the same human curiosity that has drawn people to this sacred ground for thousands of years, all hoping to be the ones to finally unlock one of the world's greatest historical enigmas. The old-school methods of archaeology, while foundational, have their limits. You can only dig so much without risking damage to these priceless monuments. This is where the modern explorer's toolkit comes into play, and it's a game changer. Scientists are now using technologies that sound like they've been pulled straight from a science fiction movie to peer through solid stone and deep into the earth without moving a single grain of sand. Techniques like muon tomography, which uses cosmic ray particles to detect voids, are like giving the pyramids an X-ray. It's a non-invasive way to map out the internal structures and hunt for hidden chambers that have been sealed for over 4,000 years. Another incredible tool in this high-tech arsenal is ground-penetrating radar, or GPR. Think of it as a sophisticated metal detector, but instead of finding lost coins on a beach, it sends radio waves deep into the ground. When these waves hit something different from the surrounding soil or sand, like a stone wall, a void, or a buried object, they bounce back, creating a digital map of what lies beneath. This technology allows archaeologists to create a blueprint of the unseen world under their feet. It's like having X-ray vision, giving them a roadmap to follow and telling them exactly where they should, or shouldn't, direct their excavation efforts. Complementing GPR is another technique called electrical resistivity tomography, or ERT. This method involves passing a small electrical current through the ground, to measure how much the subsurface materials resist the flow. Different materials like sand, rock, and empty space have different resistivity values. By analyzing these readings, scientists can create a detailed cross-section of the underground layers, identifying anomalies that could indicate man-made structures. When used together, GPR and ERT provide a powerful two-pronged approach to surveying a site, confirming and cross-referencing findings to build a much more reliable picture of the hidden landscape. This fusion of archaeology and advanced physics is revolutionizing how we explore our past. It's a quieter, more patient form of exploration than the dynamite and digging days of the 19th century, but it is infinitely more precise and respectful of the sites we are studying. By mapping these ancient wonders from the inside out and the ground up, we are able to ask more targeted questions. This technological leap means we are no longer just searching blindly. We are conducting a calculated, scientific investigation into the very heart of history's greatest mysteries, and the results are proving to be absolutely astounding. Using this very technology, a team of researchers from Japan and Egypt recently made a truly electrifying discovery. While conducting a survey of a seemingly empty patch of ground in the Western Cemetery near the Great Pyramid, their GPR and ERT equipment started lighting up. This area was thought to be a simple open space, perhaps a path or courtyard. But the data told a different story. The signals bouncing back revealed something significant hidden just below the surface, an anomaly that didn't match the natural geology of the plateau. The team knew they were onto something big, a structure that had been completely missed by centuries of previous exploration. As they processed the data, a clear picture began to emerge from the digital noise. The scans revealed a distinct, man-made structure buried underground. It was L-shaped, about 33 feet long, and filled with what appeared to be homogeneous sand, suggesting it might have been deliberately backfilled after its construction. This shallow feature was intriguing enough on its own, but the scans showed something even more tantalizing. Connected to this L-shaped structure was a deeper anomaly, a chamber or void extending down at least 30 feet below the surface. A hidden two-part complex had been waiting right under everyone's noses. The significance of this find is enormous. The Western Cemetery is where many high-ranking officials and royal family members from the Old Kingdom were buried, in tombs known as mastabas. The discovery of a previously unknown and unusual L-shaped structure here is highly irregular. It doesn't conform to the typical layout of a mastaba tomb from that period. This immediately raises a flurry of questions for Egyptologists. Was this an unfinished tomb, a special chapel for rituals? Or could it be an entrance, a hidden gateway leading to something far more substantial buried even deeper? For the researchers who found it, this is the moment every archaeologist dreams of. They have found a new piece of the Giza puzzle, a complete unknown. The L-shaped structure could be a mortuary offering chapel, and the deeper chamber could be the burial shaft leading to the tomb of a noble, or perhaps even a member of Khufu's family, whose final resting place has been lost to time. The sand-filled nature of the shallow structure suggests a deliberate act of concealment. Whatever its purpose, this subterranean secret is a clear target for future excavation, promising to shed new light on the people who lived and died in the shadow of the great pharaohs. This discovery of the underground anomaly is more than just an exciting find. It represents a fundamental shift in how we approach the Giza Plateau. For so long, the focus has been on the massive visible monuments. We studied the pyramids, the Sphinx, and the known tombs, believing the major discoveries had already been made. This new find proves that assumption wrong. It demonstrates that Giza still has profound secrets to reveal, not just inside its pyramids, but buried deep within the ground it stands on. It encourages us to look at the empty spaces between the known monuments with fresh eyes, realizing they may not be empty at all. The questions sparked by this L-shaped chamber are thrilling. The most immediate one is, what's down there? An excavation is the only way to know for sure. If it is a tomb, who was buried inside? The identity of the occupant could fill a gap in our knowledge of the Fourth Dynasty, providing a name and a story for someone who was important enough to be interred in this sacred necropolis. Furthermore, the contents of the tomb, if it hasn't been looted, could offer unprecedented insights into the funerary practices, beliefs, and daily lives of the elite class during the age of the pyramid builders. Every new discovery at Giza, no matter how small, has a ripple effect on our understanding of ancient Egypt. This find, coupled with other recent technological surveys like the Scan Pyramids project that identified the big void inside the Great Pyramid, reinforces the idea that we are just scratching the surface. It shows that there are still hidden chambers, concealed structures, and lost tombs waiting to be found. Each one is a time capsule, a direct link to a civilization that continues to fascinate and confound us. These discoveries are not the end of the story. They are the start of an exciting new chapter. As technology continues to advance, we can only imagine what we will uncover next. Will we be able to map the entire Giza plateau, both above and below ground, with perfect clarity? Will we finally understand the purpose of the voids inside the Great Pyramid, or find the lost tomb of a queen? The answers are still buried in the sand and stone, but for the first time in history, we have the tools to potentially find them. The quest for knowledge at Giza is far from over. In fact, it feels like it's just beginning. The adventure continues.